ईश्वरं सुता श्रीमन् पूर्वा सन्ध्या.
So what do? Well, very simple. The point is you do your work so that the ultimate thing is to see beyond the story, right? We're always looking for what lies beyond that which we're aware of currently. So in the beginning, you're not aware of the certain triggers. You're not aware of why you react certain ways and the patterning that lies underneath it. So the work initially is to start getting in there to bring that to light. Wonderful. So we get to that point. And then now the next thing to do is to go in deeper and now pull in the teachings, right? The very first of which is that you are beginningless, endless, formless, single being, knowledge, bliss. That one teaching should be the foremost thing in your mind all the time, because that's what it all comes back to. The point of going in and routing out stories and going through all of the emotional trauma and all of the energetic garbage that we're carrying forward, the point of it is so that we can release it and return to that which we are. Beginningless and endless. How can you have a story if you're beginningless and endless, right? Or how could you be just one story? Or how could you just be a handful of stories? If you're all that is, well, you're all of it, but you're also nothing. If you're all that is, that's no one thing, is it? Nothing. So to lock ourselves into a space where we, the ego wants to do it, you understand? And so here's part of it. Part of it is the understanding of how the mind functions. And that's one of the things that I'm very particular about when I work with anybody, is constantly showing them that's the ego speaking. Oh, any of my students will tell you, I say this all the time, spoken like a true ego. Yeah, spoken like a true ego. And for good reason, because these things that are spoken, that's exactly what it is. It's just the ego speaking. It's nothing outside of that, right? Nothing. Is it beneficial for you if I allow that and then just continue to entertain the monkey mind, the egoic self with, yeah, let's talk more about your story? There are times when it makes sense, right? If I can see that you haven't gotten deep enough into a certain thing, you're skimming the surface and there's obviously a lot more going on, yeah, we need to get into that story deeper. But once it's seen, and once you've done work around it and you've found all the pairs of opposites and you've brought them together through meditation, you've owned it all the opposites, you've brought it together, right, to transmute it back to its perfect nature, to let that energy go. At that point, is there a reason to continue talking about the story? No, there really isn't. Because at that point, the only thing it's going to do is tempt you back into identification. The story has to be released. Now, that's not easy, is it? On the side of the ego, that's terrifying, right? It may seem easy enough the first couple, but you keep going and it's like, oh, there's another piece I have to let go of now. Oh, there's another piece. Oh, there's another piece. And every one of these pieces is a part of the jigsaw puzzle of the matrix of the personality. So the ego catches on really quick. If I let too many of these go, then what's left of me? And that's not something it's going to be comfortable with, certainly. But that's the point, right? The point as seeker. You didn't come to this path, especially this path. You didn't come to this path for a therapist. You came to this path for liberation.